Good morning. Yeah, I've been up since 4. It's 8 o'clock. I decided it's cheesesteak time. So, we're going to make another cheesesteak. Sorry, I love them. My meat puck all thawed out. I need a liner bag. 2 of them. So after this, I think I'm getting back into bed. And I'm going to watch a movie on Netflix. So, our meat puck, what seasoning are we going to use? Taco or the chicken? I got some of this too. Weber steak seasoning. Maybe we'll try that one today. I like it on steaks. Alright, chuck our puck. This will actually make 2. I was putting it on 1, and it was really too much meat for me. I pulled out the mustard, and there was a bug on the mustard bottle. That was kind of odd. I mean, obviously, he must have flown in when I had the refrigerator open. And he was just hanging out on the mustard bottle, but he kind of looked happy. I don't know. All right, a little bit of this. Too much of this would be way too much. So we're just going to put a good amount of that on there, and then maybe we'll put a little bit of the chicken seasoning on there as well. That was actually pretty good on there. Okay, the nice thing about it being thawed out like this, it takes very little time whatsoever. I got buns here somewhere, but got 2 nice buns. So, need my knife. Wrong one. Wrong one. Where's the right one? It's amazing how you lose things in the van. When there isn't anywhere for them to go. Okay, so if we do the poplar, silicone is up here. Remind me of that. Because I will take everything out of the garage and look for silicone. And I think I moved that up here last time I found it, thinking I'm going to need to do it on the poplar sink. Oh, where's a paper plate? I need a paper plate. They're up here somewhere. I know they are. They're there. So we cut a little bit of this bread out in the middle. Then we just shape it into a bowl inside. I don't know what I'm telling you guys this. You've seen me do it, right? But in case you forgot, I show people or talk about something one day, and then 2 days later, somebody asked me, exactly what I was talking about. So. These aren't as soft as the last ones I bought. And these were the fresher ones. The ones I bought the other day were like 2 days old or whatever. I don't know. Can't buy anything good anymore at stores. Everything's overpriced. I don't know if I told the story about how the cheesesteaks came to be. But I was getting ready to do laundry one day, and I thought, I haven't had a cheesesteak in forever. So I'm like, hey, I want a cheesesteak. So I called around, I looked around on the internet, and finally found a place that was pretty close to where I was getting ready to do laundry. I figured I'd stop there, get a cheesesteak to go, and do laundry. Well, I had already called or looked at bunches of places on the internet, and either none of them had cheesesteaks or way too far away. And this one, the price wasn't too bad, and it was close. So I called them. I said I'd like to order a cheesesteak to go, and they're like, "We're not doing to go orders anymore." The place is like the size of my van. If they do not do to go orders, what they have like 5? Can they have, I don't know. I've never been actually inside the place, but it's a tiny little building. If they're not doing to go orders, they're probably not going to be in business much longer. But that really pissed me off. So I decided to find my own cheesesteak make, and I started looking around, and I finally found these meat pucks. So that is why I make my cheesesteaks right here. Kind of like something different to drink this morning. Late night snack last night with some jalapeno dip. Sweet tea. Somewhere right here I've got a bag. Yep, there it is. Oh. I'm trying not to get off my seat because I don't have pants on. And I'm not putting them on just to sit here for 5 minutes and get back in bed. Okay. So it's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow. Is that crazy? So I don't know what we're going to... We have to do laundry and stuff like that tomorrow, but I don't know what else is going to happen. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and finish my cheesesteak. And we all know that includes the Cheese Whiz in. Then the steak. Then normally it'd be provolone, but I'm out of provolone, but I have Havarti. And got to use it up. I'm not just going to let it go bad. I like Havarti, so. All right, I'm going to finish my cheesesteak, make it, eat it, and then hopping back into bed for a while, watch a movie. So we'll see you guys after brunch. All right, look at this beautiful day. It is gorgeous. It's pretty warm, but tomorrow it's going to be like 90. I think I said that earlier. But we're going to try to get to the part of that, trimming out that cabinet today. But the van is disgusting because the dirt is very sticky here. So we have to take basically everything out of the van to get all the tools we need. So I'm going to give it a good cleaning first. After I get all the tools out, we'll clean out the garage. And then we will start on the cabinet. All right, let's get a little blow action going. I already got kind of started in the front of the van, but I'm kind of wanting to see in real time how much dust comes out of the back of this. So we'll see. All right, well, I got it cleaned out back here. A lot of people have been asking for another van tour. So this is my garage. I have 300 amp hours of lithium ion phosphate 4 battery, 2000 watt inverter. You can see the diesel heater hose on top is the discharge from the heater. That is the intake from the heater. I installed 2 fans, one there to blow this way, and there's one behind my fly fishing pole back there that blows forward to circulate the airflow and the heat through the garage. Yeah, that's my garage. Obviously there's the bed, and I have these insulated curtains that be dropped down. We've got our backup camera, a vent fan, and we have 400 amp hours or 400 watts of solar on the roof. I put these panels on the doors. Those are homemade window shades that I made. This one's falling out, and I gotta remove it, fix it a little bit here. It's jarred around somehow. Oh, gonna have to redo that a little better. One hand, it's not that easy. But yeah, there is insulation behind here. We do have a jerry can roto packs that was gifted to me from one of my paid people on the site that I put on the back door. Going around here, we have our drop-down table that you see all the time. Obviously, my cabinet water. This is my cabinet water cabinet. I'm all tongue-tied, and I got to clean that sink out today. I got stuff in it. Obviously, we're cleaning, and that is the drawer on the right that is behind here that you can't really see. Is very deep and has a bunch of pots and pans. The upper drawer has my propane cooking cabinet or top on it. That is the propane cabinet. That box there underneath those totes is removable, and that's all storage. Obviously, we have our ice coat. I think it's 75 liters, 65 or 75. I can't remember. Fridge, freezer, or you can run either one, whatever you want. Our diesel heater that's back here. Here on this one here is the fan switch. This is for my outdoor lighting, and that is the diesel heater that we always leave on. More storage. My air fryer on top of the countertop over there. Overhead lights, I have 5 of them throughout the van. Our cabinet that we built for microwave, and then we're going to do some poplar on there today. Spice rack up top, and clothing storage overhead of the foot end of the bed. And that is my bed. Obviously there's stuff on it because I'm cleaning the van. And we have another curtain up front to keep the hot or the cold from the back of from the living section of the van. But yeah, there's my little water pump, soap dispenser. And yeah. But yeah, we got to clean the kitchen sink out. Okay, see here is the other discharge for the heater that it blows out here on the floor of the front of the van. But yeah, that is the current build right now. And I'm pretty darn happy with it. But all right, let's get to work on that cabinet. Okay, so what I'm working on this, you're really not going to be able to see very much. But I bought these poplar strips. And I'm going to start here on the side of where the counter is. And that way we get a nice backsplash like I already have. And you probably, I don't know if you see the color of this poplar. This poplar was this color when it was put in. So it darkens up, it gets a little pretty. I did put some polyurethane on there, which we will end up doing. But yeah, I'm going to put a strip here so I can finish the countertop up. So it has a nice lip and nothing can leak in and get. And we're probably going to put one across here. Maybe one up here. Maybe one over here. I don't know. We'll just see. But I'm just going to go ahead and start marking pieces to see how much I have. And then we'll get them cut and screwed on. So, one thing I forgot to show you guys, it's a lot of people always wonder about in the van, where do you go to the bathroom? I am currently sitting on it. So I'll take a picture of that when I get up. I do have to order a new top. The lid is cracked and broken. But that's why I've got a cushion. I keep a cushion on it anyways. So you wouldn't even know it's a bathroom unless you know it's a bathroom. All right, I'm going to get to work. Okay, it looks better. I like the look of that. Turned out the silicone I had was white. I don't know what came out of the bottle, but it was clear, and then all of a sudden I saw the white tint at the very end. So I guess it had separated, so I don't know what's going to happen with what I put in here. But worst comes to worst, we just wipe it out pretty good and put some new. I needed one more strip. This cheap Home Depot poplar, even trying to pre-drill it, it was splitting. So I need one more piece to finish the top part and maybe put a couple little more pieces in somewhere. I don't know, like the side here. I don't know. But I think it looks better. And I was starting to get the van dirty. But one thing that bothered me is right here. Oops, you guys really can't see that. The tripod's in the way. Great filming here. But if you can see that, I'll take a picture of it, put it in the end. But I had put some of the new polyurethane on this cabinet because I was going to do a second coat. And as soon as I did, it went on real rough and splotchy. And it's been getting dirty because it's not smooth. So I thought, well, I had the sanding block. I'm going to sand that a little bit off, make it easier to keep clean. The dirt has gone all the way through the polyurethane. And it wasn't until I was actually going all the way through the polyurethane that I got to the original color. So I'm going to have to buy some better sandpaper, sand this all the way down, and put another something else on it. Because, yeah, maybe that thicker polyurethane bonded with the lower one and then just pulled, because it's always just seemed a little sticky. Ever since I put it on, it's always got a stick to it. So I was going to try to sand it out, but just can't do it. But I got to finish cleaning up, getting everything put away. And this video is already going to be long enough, so I think I'm going to take the rest of the night for myself. But, I don't know. That's probably going to be it, but we'll see. You never know if anything happens. But it was a nice day. Got something done off the list. Kind of, I still got to do a little bit, but at least the bottom part's done, and hey, that's really all I cared about. Really, all I cared about was the backsplash right here to finish this part of the cupboard off. But tomorrow, another day off. It's going to be almost 90 degrees. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But all right. You guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it, and it helps the channel. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.